Hi, we're now in Rome in the Carcere Mamertinum, and the Mamertine prison is where Paul and Peter were traditionally held before their executions. Remember, for St. Paul, or Saul of Tarsus, he was here in house arrest in Rome earlier, about the same time that Peter was in prison here, but then he was released, made some other travels, came back to Rome, and then he was arrested and he was held here for 2 years approximately before his execution by being beheaded. Peter was held here short term, probably only about 2 or 3 months before he was crucified upside down. Origen writes about that in the 3rd century AD, that Peter was crucified with his head down, and also Clement of Rome writes in 90 AD that both Peter and Paul were held here in the Mamertine before they were executed. So remember, you wouldn't spend a long time in prison in those days for your sentence. Prison was simply a place where you were held prior to either being sent to a work camp or your execution for death. And one last thing to show you is this is the place where the guards would look down and see the prisoners down below. And we were just down there in that prison cell, and that was really dark, really damp, and that's where he was held, and then the guards could come down and check that out. Today there's an altar that's been built long since that time. People still come here to kind of commemorate that both Paul and Peter were held here before they were executed.